afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the shop. Today we're going to work on a riding lawnmower. It's a Cub Cadet XT or LTX 1040. A little history on it. It was ran without oil, they said, about 2 years ago, and they parked it under a tree, and I was working on another mower for them, and they asked if I could get this one going or see what it needs. I've had it for 2-3 weeks. I put it on the battery charge and just let it slow trickle for the whole time, and tried starting a day, and it just hammers something fierce. It's not locked up, but there's something definitely wrong inside the engine. So we're gonna tear into it and see what we can do. I've taken a little time this morning and cleaned it up. It was just absolutely covered with bird droppings, but I've got it pretty clean now where it should be enjoyable to work on. So I'll spin you around and let you take a look at it, and then we'll start working. All right, this is it. Pretty nice little Cub Cadet. The front here got a little bright coming in the door there. That's it. Got a Kohler 19 in it. Everything looks okay on the outside. It does. The tires were flat on it. Pumped them up, and the right rear is the only one that doesn't hold air, so we'll have to put some sealant in that. But it's pretty nice. Got a cloth seat. I like that cloth seat. And that's it. So we'll go ahead and take the hood off, drain the oil, disconnect the battery. So I'll bring you back when we got all that done. All right, to get this hood off, you've got to disconnect the light harness. A lot of them will have a plug-in right here along this harness, but this one doesn't, so we'll just unplug them directly from the light. A couple of spade connectors. Got a little clip here underneath, so we'll pop that off. You need a pair of pliers. Okay, and then you just tip it up a little bit, lift it out, comes right off. Okay, now get the oil draining. All right, we'll go ahead and drain the oil. I've got a tube here. It goes right here. There's a cap on the wheel. We'll slide this over that. And let's see if I got something here I can. A little pan under it, and you just have to push these in, and most of them are loose where they screw in the engine, so we'll try to tighten that up. You can't get a wrench on it, so we'll just give it with a big old pair of pliers here. Probably why the side of the engine's all gooped up. Okay, now we can push in on the little plastic. Give it a slight turn and pull out on it. should start running out. Of course, I can't let it run to warm it up, so we'll just let that sit there and dribble while I disconnect the battery. All right, I got that draining. I disconnected the battery. Let's go ahead and take this cowl off. It says it's a twin cam on the top, and it's not froze up. There's something definitely not right in there. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull this plastic off. Let's see what the air filter. They wanted a service along with this. So we'll see if we can save this engine. All I've done is pressure wash the outside of this, so. There's the air filter. Are you getting this? Look at this. The pre-filter. All the dandelion fuzz. Man. Alright, well. Looks like an air filter and a pre-filter. Pretty nasty. Alright, let's go ahead and take this cover off. 5/16. Well, we'll get air muzzle and we'll blow that off. Okay, we'll go ahead and pull this spark plug out so we can turn it over a little easier. See if we can't get any more idea of what's going on with it. Plug looks good. Getting a little bit of blow out of the oil pipe there. Feels kind of rough right there. All right. All right, I'm thinking we'll take the valve cover off. We'll just work our way down and just see if we can find out what's going on with it. All right, I'll get that valve cover off and bring you back. All right, I got this valve cover off, and it looks fairly nice. There's no metal or anything in it. So that didn't give us any hints. I had to take the muffler guard off right here, and it's just held in with 4 bolts. Again, it slides right off. You have to kind of mess around getting it past this exhaust pipe. I can't. Yeah, I think it's okay. But yeah, everything. I got it on top dead center right now on the compression stroke. So doesn't feel like a valve's hung up or anything. So I guess next thing to do is get everything off the head. I'll go ahead and pull the carburetor and the muffler to where we can pull the head off. So just go into it a little deeper. All right, I got the muffler off. Looks like they hit something pretty good. That bolt's kind of bent. So go ahead and pull these valve assemblies off. Exhaust push rod. Intake. Looks like they're both aluminum. And then it looks like pull this air filter cover off. that lock washer off of there. And gets the harness out of the way, gets all the throttle linkage out of the way. Set those over there out of the way. I think that might be a 13 or so. Yep, 13. Mercy. Well, let's put a little bigger wrench. Okay, got the big guns now. Try this little breaker bar first. Got one right in the bottom. All right. Okay. A lot of carbon in it. But I don't see like a valve seat or anything to let go. Got a little play right at the bottom of the stroke. So it goes down, bring it back up. This is what rotation. Right there the piston stops. There's kind of a weird little flat spot. If I don't push on the piston, just hold my finger up against it. Okay, right there's the bottom of the stroke. And there it starts coming back up. So we're like an eighth of a turn. So it sounds like a rod, something in the rod. So we'll go ahead and pull that flywheel off, and system cylinder feels real good. There is no ridge in it. So we'll go ahead and, like I say, pull this flywheel off, coil, probably do the starter. Then it looks like I've got all these top bolts here. Hopefully we can lift the whole top of the motor out and see inside it, see what's wrong with it. I'm hoping I won't have to pull it off the frame, but that's not a big deal if we have to. Alright, I'll bring you back. I'll round some tools up and we'll get this flywheel off of here. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull this coil off now. Just got a couple of 8mm. Alright, go ahead and pop that flywheel bolt off here. It's a 15 millimeter. Okay, let's see if we can tap this off of here. Let's put a little tap on it here. Might have to get the puller out. the regulator. There's 3 wires that are in a harness right here that hook to the regulator. And to get this out of the way, you got to pull the center. All right, my battery went dead. It's got a kind of a weird gasket on it. All right, got them all out. I've loosened it up. I haven't looked in it yet, so we're going to see this together. Get this out of there. Got some metal shavings. All right. Now we'll set this down over here. I see bits and pieces down in there. Let me go grab something and I'll bring it and fish them out. All right, got me a grabber here. Well, that don't look good. There's I think that might be part of the oil pump. Runs to this plate in the back. Well, I found a manual on it. Let me look through that manual so I can see if I can figure out what it is. All right, there it is. You can see there's the piece. Comes on that crank assembly and the balance weight here. All comes as an assembly for 300 and see what I come up with here. Found one on Amazon for $260, and for that doesn't include any of the gasket sets or anything. And Small Engine Warehouse has them for about $580 for a 20 horse. So I'd gain a horse, should bolt right up. It's a Kohler made for Cub Cadet, so I'm thinking it should fit right in there. We'll have to see what the owners want to do, but yeah, that's it. And then of course there's metal that's gone through all of this, so you know, that's finding the major problem there. And there may be some peripheral, you know, if it's got a rod out, you know, you're another $100 on a rod. So you could get up to the cost of an engine pretty dang easy. Alright, so we'll bring you back for part 2 if we get the job. If not, that'll be the end of that. We'll see what he wants to do. Okay, thanks for watching.